Ah, that should do it. You should be able to hear me and the music at the same time. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. Thanks so much for coming by, for contributing your loving energy to this community for women. Thank you so much for sharing your loving energy here and making it the beautiful space that it is. In honest gratitude for that. This year's conversation asks us to let loose some stimulation and drop within, be in, within, through in. It's asking us to get cozy, find a comfortable spot inside, and to me, hold with love and acceptance, right? Whatever we find. We're in our 6th year, and today is day number 1814. And the book we're reading to this year, the message we're offered to receive this year, comes to us through the Book of Awakening, offered to us by Mark Nepo. This book is a New York Times bestseller and is described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. And I just want to read that Zen saying before we get started, because to me, this is what it's all about. This is who we become. It's who we become. That's why I'm here every day. That's why you're here every day. It's who we become. The Zen saying is, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. So what's the difference, or what's the point if both before and after involve doing the same exact things? The difference is in the being, not in the doing. The difference is not in what is being done, but who is doing it. This is really such a beautiful offering this year. And I'm just so thankful for this community. The message we're offered today is titled, How Does It Taste? How does it taste? There's a quote offered to us by Wayne Muller. The more spacious and larger our fundamental nature, the more bearable the pains in living. An aging Hindu master grew tired of his apprentice complaining. And so one morning sent him for some salt. When the apprentice returned, the master instructed the unhappy young man to put a handful of salt in a glass of water and then to drink it. Excuse me. How does it taste? The master asked. Bitter, spit the apprentice. The master chuckled and then asked the young man to taste the same handful of salt and put it in the lake. The master chuckled and then asked the young man to take the same handful of salt and put it in the lake. The two walked in silence to the nearby lake. And once the apprentice swirled his handful of salt into the water, the old man said, "Now drink from the lake." As the water dripped down the young man's chin, the master asked, "How does it taste?" "Fresh," remarked the apprentice. "Do you taste the salt?" asked the master. "No," said the young man. At this, the master sat beside this serious young man who so reminded him of himself, and took his hands, offering, "The pain of life is pure salt, no more, no less. The amount of pain in life remains the same, exactly the same. But the amount of bitterness we taste depends on the container you put the pain in." Let's hear that again. The pain of life is pure salt, no more, no less. The amount of pain in life remains the same, exactly the same. But the amount of bitterness we taste depends on the container we put the pain in. So when you are in pain, the only thing you can do is to enlarge your sense of things. Stop being a glass and become a lake. Ooh. So this is serious, because we know that when Mark wrote these offerings is when he found out. Let me see if I can find it so I don't share anything that's not accurate. But he had cancer, and let's see here. These are the stones, he says, that he found through his to write this, I've had to live it. It's given me a chance to gather and share the quiet teachers I've met throughout my life. The journey of unearthing and shaping these entries has helped me bring my inner and outer life more closely together. It's helped me know and use my heart. It has made me more whole. I hope it can be such a tool for you. Well, I don't know exactly where it says that. Mark had cancer and it shook him awake. His descent into illness gave birth to astounding mindfulness. And so he invites us to use his eyes and heart to see and feel how awake our being alive can be. So these come from a serious space within him. And this message of stop being a glass, become a lake, is really very powerful. Past few days have been talking about how we're shutting off a lot of our life. Remember the monster like in the closet, or you're afraid of that area, so you don't even go on that side of the house. And the way the words were, the life of experience, not the experience of life, the life of experience, had me reviewing and pondering that line. But how does it taste? The pain of life is pure salt, no more, no less. The amount of bitterness we taste depends on the container we put the pain in. This is asking us to deepen our practice, to open up. The meditation we're offered is center yourself and focus on a pain that is with you. Focus on a pain that is with you. Rather than trying to eliminate the pain, try to breathe through it. With each in-breath, notice your efforts to wrap around the pain. With each out-breath, try to enlarge your sense of self and let the pain float within the depth of it all. And let the pain float within the depth of all we'll never know. Let's see, let me read that again. Make sure I have that right. With each out breath, try to enlarge your sense of self with a capital S, and let the pain float within the depth of all we'll never know. This takes more than a minute to receive. Allow ourselves to not be so instant gratification. What does this mean on a soul level? Rather than trying to eliminate the pain, try to breathe through it. With each in-breath, notice your efforts to wrap around the pain. With each out-breath, try to enlarge your sense of self and let the pain float within the depth of all we'll never know. Journaling prompt. We're on week 3. Week 3. Different eyes. Our personal relationships are giving life to our souls. In each friend, we can see the world through different eyes. Who are there around us? Who are our different eyes? This is our environment, big time. Today's journaling prompt is write down the thoughts, the worries, the fears, the doubts that are running through your mind. Release yourself from the weight of it. They seem to put this one on every Monday, huh? Yeah, it seems to be they ask to let yourself release as we begin a new week, which I like. The different eyes is really great because this affects, we were talking about how others we could see. Remember the using people, others, we help each other see the cherry blossom, the blind, and we can see even though we're blind with the help of others. But this is important to make sure the others that we surround ourselves with, to take a peek at that. Our personal relationships are giving life to our souls. Who are we around? In each friend, we can see the world through their different eyes. Make sure they're eyes you want to see the world through, because we take it on. The life of experience, our experience of life. Telling you. Okay, I don't see anyone on, but it's a definite odd time slot. Just today, this week, I just wanted to remind there's that journaling workshop, therapeutic journaling, this Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's Thursday the 18th. And then Friday the 19th, we have a Zen session at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Other than that, just regular yoga classes throughout the week for women only. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. And Deepen honors gratitude. Thank you for your contribution to this community. Namaste.